Okay, starting off with leg extensions. Going to try a different machine today. Haven't ever tried this one, so not really sure exactly what weight to do, but first set, going to go pretty high rep and just make sure knees are feeling good. And then if you want to go up from there, we'll add some weight on, but going double leg on this one compared to usual single leg. Mixing it up again. That's good. A bit more. That was perfect weight addition. So now moving on to the second working set, which I'm actually going to add a 5 onto there. So we'll have 2 20s, a 10 and a 5. If I get 15 again, that'll obviously be fantastic. But if I fall a little bit short, should still be able to get 10 to 12. But knees feeling really good. I have got a little support on underneath here. Good, 15 again. Go a little bit more, to be honest. See how far I can push it. So moving on to second exercise, RDLs for the hamstrings here. And I'm gonna not bother using straps or anything like that because I'm not going crazy heavy on this one. But if you guys want to, definitely worth giving that a try. Yeah, probably about 8 to 10 reps, we'll see. Not bad, but way too light. So just pretty much cardio on that one, but still a good stretch. I think we'll go heavier on the next set. Second set, I'm going to use wrist wraps and just go a little bit heavier, but going to take the wrist support off because I can't actually have that on the same time. I'm sure I could buy bigger figure of 8s to be fair, but not interested in that. Okay, let's see how this moves for like 8 to 10. Oh, it's better. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly round up what I've done so far. 5 sets of the leg extension machine, which I did double leg, which is one that I've never used before, and I also always do it single leg. So that was fantastic. Went up in weight each set, I think, and then the last one I did some partials to finish off. So I'll definitely be doing that in the future, in the weeks before I go away. Then moved on to do 2 sets of RDLs because everything else was taken, and now I'm gonna do some hack squats. Not crazy heavy because my knee I'm still a bit cautious of, but that'll be fantastic. And then we'll finish with definitely calves, and I'll maybe do some hamstrings. So yeah, going good so far. Super painful actually. Fucking hell, it doesn't really hurt. Oh. Oh, fucking hell, so out of breath. So I've just finished off my second set hack squat. To be honest, I wasn't going to do a second set because that first set was really painful on my knee, even though I warmed up well. The only thing I'm not taking at the moment is supplements. So I need to restock ashwagandha, and I need to restock on my, sorry, not ashwagandha. I need to restock on my glucosamine sulfate and also on my fish oils and omega-3. So that should help as well. Perhaps could get a little bit more fat in my diet, but I just don't think that's going to make too much difference. I'm not on zero fat diet anyway. So, you know, just because that helps protect the joints and organs a little bit as well. And obviously I'm dieting, so, you know, getting shredded is the absolute key. But now I'm going to finish off with a little bit of hamstrings, not as much because I have done RDLs, and then kill calves. But yeah, it's a tough one because dropping the set in weight there felt better on the knee, but because it was such slow reps to make it heavy enough, I was just running out of breath and cardio was getting taxed. So yeah, something to think about for the future, and definitely going to adapt rather than injure myself. So first set off single leg. I've already done RDL, so going to go a bit reduced on the volume today, but still do really like this one. Not just because it's single leg, but it's just a nice contraction basically, whereas RDL was a better stretch. So probably 3 sets, we'll see. Might have to drop it a bit because of the knee, but I'm going to try and keep it here for the first one. Felt really good on the left leg, but on the right leg on the way down, I'm just struggling to control the way down. So I think I'll probably drop it a little bit, which is a bit of a shame, but better than making the injury worse, basically. And then potentially having to take time off training the next few weeks. Plus, RDLs did feel good. Last set of class, go for 15 reps again, get this done. Whoa, that'll do. Pose down. All finished up with that session. That was a good leg day, to be honest. First one I've had in, probably mentioned at the start of the video, but definitely been a couple of weeks because of my knee pain. So probably round that up now, to be fair, but basically what I figured out from doing research and speaking to physiotherapists and just experience, etc., is that my right knee is what's starting to hurt now. It's basically just because of long distance driving with an automatic, so having my foot in that position for a long period of time, I feel like. And then also because I've been doing so many YouTube edits recently, just spending a lot of time at my desk. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of trial and error, moving the seat of the chair up and down a little bit, and also trying to make sure my posture is a little bit better. So from what I've read, when I'm sitting at a desk, even if I'm not arched my upper back here, if I even just lean forward and my knees are like this, I'm putting more pressure on my knees. So trying to basically have the seat higher up so there's not as much bend in the knees. So like, for example, rather than the seat being really harsh, up a bit more, legs out straighter, and then try and keep a straighter back. I also need to re-up on my supplements because they honestly do help. Even if it's a margin, 2%, 3% here and there, that is still going to help. So either way, we'll run through a few poses here. I'm trying a different camera angle rather than facing the camera at me. So hopefully you guys can see it all right. But yeah, pretty much session there, as you saw, started off with a different leg extension machine, which I absolutely love, to be honest. So first time trying that, went super, super heavy on there. Realistically, was a pretty heavy set, to be honest, but all still really clean. Then after that, moved on and actually did RDLs, which I rarely do, to be honest, just because I don't enjoy them and they do tax my lower back and my wrist quite a lot, but every now and then they get a crazy stretch for me. So 2 sets there. Second set was really, really good on that one. And then moved on to the hack squat for a couple sets, but again, only really one crazy set on there because of the knee. And then finished off with a few sets of lying hamstring curls, which I didn't do as much volume because I'd already done some RDLs. If I really wanted to, I would have done more, but just wasn't really necessary. And yeah. So let's see how we're looking. So obviously it's been probably now a good over an hour or more since I've done any quads. So these aren't going to be extremely pumped, but can still see a little bit of residual pump in there. I don't know if it's I think I'll measure my legs at some point, but I'm pretty sure that they are almost the same size. It's just that the tattoo makes this one look a little bit better. So I wouldn't say just get a tattoo to make your legs look big, but you could try. Not saying that I've got big legs, but this one I feel like sometimes looks a bit bigger. But yeah, hamstrings, done those a bit more recently. Do still struggle to pose with these, but we are getting somewhere, I feel. But yeah, let's see how we're actually looking upper body as well, because I did drop weight again today. Went down to 228 no, sorry, 226.8. So that will probably go back up because that was like a bit of an anomaly, but still really good. Great progress already. So again, just in case any of you guys don't watch my videos, 99% of the time when I train on a diet, I'll be fasted. So now the time is around 3 or 4 p.m. So I'm still fasted for another probably 3 or 4 hours until I have my first meal. Again, not probably optimal if you are looking to, well, especially if you're looking to put on muscle, you want to be eating a lot more regularly. So obviously when I'm bulking, it's a lot different, but now I'm absolutely fine with doing this. And I still manage to maintain my strength and my muscle mass well enough for me. Quick hamstrings again. Try to get a thumbnail maybe. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Slightly leaner by the day, which is the goal. Make some progress on the legs. So when I say progress on the legs, I guess what I mean is losing fat while maintaining muscle mass. I'm not looking to gain any muscle while I'm dieting. That's only really going to be applicable for people that are kind of just started out with the gym. So definitely focus on picking a direction. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'm going to end it here and go get some rest because I'm up early tomorrow morning to get the gym lights sorted. So yeah, take it easy, guys. And as always, the only way is up.